For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Keenan. Flush to his right. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Looking to throw. Keenan. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Keenan looking left side. Andrews wins it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
6-yard line.
59 mark, check, 59. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike spot 9. Let's go one more.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Mike spot 9.
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. From 13 yards out. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Underwood. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Underwood. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
37-yard line.
From the gun, Underwood. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Underwood. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Throwing on 1st down, Keenan. Over the middle, complete. That's Page. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
To throw on 2nd down, Keenan. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, that's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Back to throw. Keenan. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
More yards. That's another Washington first down. First down and goal to go.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 6-0 our score after 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
The kicker on.
A great play there. Taking it in. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Eagles nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. From the gun, Underwood. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
First down, Philadelphia.
Operating from the gun, Underwood. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
To throw again, Underwood. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Underwood. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. The 30, 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees.
A gain of a yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Off the bootleg. Keenan rolling to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
And an Eagle first down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chase Young, his second sack of the night.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
You scared? 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I got you, punk.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Keenan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun, Keenan. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, Keenan. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
To John Ross. A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenan. And that is caught. But how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty. Flag down.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy. I won't for the set. Boy, till there's nothing left. I'm a run to the bread until we all got them buckets. Yeah, the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 60, Panther 60.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, Lucas. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked Picked off at the 30. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 1st and 10, Keenan. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Keenan looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. If the opening play of the drive goes backwards, now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 50-yard line. And they'll try to run the option here. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down at the
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
To throw on 3rd down, Lucas. He'll rifle this one. This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Shotgun handoff down to Geis. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
The ball carrier.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Back at the 15.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw, Lucas. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
83.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal.
Give him 30 yards there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Operating from the gun, Keenan. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
K.J. Hamler, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes this Washington 37, Eagles 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
From the gun, Lucas, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Keenan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". 19 tight, 19 tight. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59, Mike the 59.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Off play action. Keenan slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 46 yards. Touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike 91. Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
On 1st down, Lucas. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
26. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Operating from the gun, Lucas. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start.
91 is the mark. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Here we go. Here we go. Check 26. Check 26.
From the gun, Lucas. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. Here we go. 90. 69. I'm coming after you. Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Check pass. Check pass.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Switch up, switch up. Check smash, check smash. 60
Throwing on first down. Keenan looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
That's another Washington first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first and 10, Keenan escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete here. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
3rd and 6.
That's out to the left and complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
37.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the raw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. To throw on 2nd down, Lucas. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun, Lucas. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter.
49.
On 1st down, Keenan. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Chase Young, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake, Lucas. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
that play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Lucas. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. Quit talking about it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Okay, ready? March 49. 19 light. Defense, let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Keenan. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Washington football team as we say so long from FedEx Field.